Gustavo, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with some icebreakers. So what is your favorite Super Bowl ad of all time?
The one I remember enjoying a lot was a Doritos Blaze versus Mountain Dew Ice. And what I love about this ad, he had Morgan Freeman on one side and Pete Dinklage on the other side, and they were rapping against each other. So Morgan was coached by Miss Elliott, and Pete was coached by Busta Rhymes. So this ad was very powerful to me because in terms of entertainment was amazing. So they had a lot of, it created a lot of opportunities to do a tease. Then they'll do like small pieces of it. Then they'll do a full piece. And it talked about the innovation of Doritos Blaze, which was fire, and Mountain Dew Ice, that was ice. So the entire concept for me was very entertaining, very powerful, and it talked clearly about a product. So that's why I enjoyed that one a lot.
Is there an ad you wish you had come up with?
Oh, I'm gonna show my age now, because the ad that I always wanted to be part of it was Like Mike from Gatorade.
Yes.
So I remember that ad. I grew up in Brazil, so I was still in Brazil. And that ad, we didn't have, that ad was for United States only, but we will be seeing that ad all over Brazil. And it became such a cultural monument for us. So for me, that ad is special in terms of how connected the talent, but the story and the entire link with Gatorade for someone that was a young basketball player in Brazil, that was like massive.
I had the same in Puerto Rico. It was like such a moment in time. I second that one. That's a great one. All right. So talk to me a little bit about your current role right now, because you've been at PepsiCo a long time, but what are you doing today?
Yeah, it's been 16 years with PepsiCo, and I started in Brazil. So I had a time that in marketing Brazil. Then I left Brazil after 4 years to the PepsiCo global groups. And this was going from São Paulo to New York. I would say this is the biggest move in my career in terms of how different it is, not only the language, but the culture, so different. So coming from Brazil, then to global groups in New York, spend more 4 years there. And I'm going to, after that, move to the PepsiCo food side, Frito-Lay North America, and almost completing 8 years there. Feel grateful for the career. Currently, my role is I lead our efforts for FIFA World Cup in 2026. So it's a big work stream for us, and it's happening soon. So there was a lot of planning already. It's been a year and a half almost planning for this big event, and we're excited what's coming in the next months.
So I had to tell you something personal, but my dad has your career. He moved from Brazil, PepsiCo, to New York, PepsiCo.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I have a long history. So when you say this, I feel very connected to you
That's awesome.
right now. But yes, so I'm familiar with the brand. I know the legacy. It's very, very important. But so, I mean, without doubt, PepsiCo has been at the center of so many cultural moments, right? It really just sits in that center. So, has there been any campaign or any moment that you have like loved that you might have been a part of?
Yeah, the one that I really loved was when we created this campaign for the Cheetos brand. And the name of the campaign was, it was an entire program named Cheetos de Hatuea. And the translation is Cheetos, leave your mark,
Print, yeah.
leave your mark. And this campaign was something that connected a lot with me and also with consumers, because it talked about those citizens that would leave a mark in the society. So we had great talent supporting this campaign across the years. We had started with Bad Bunny, then Becky G joined us, and then the last one was J Balvin. What was very strong about this campaign, this concept, is every time we were discussing talent, there was a natural connection between the brand, the talent, and the community. And that made that effort so powerful.
I think there's something special when we're able to like really impact the communities, right? When as marketers, we are able to really connect authentically and have that impact. It feels different.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what made it successful to you.
I think for me, this idea of exactly what you mentioned, there's a natural connection between the talent, what's the community side, and then what the brand represents. Sometimes for us as marketers, if we're not very clear on this connection and they're not natural or authentic, we mentioned the word authentic, then consumers feel in the other side. This is some effort that is not authentic. This is not touching me emotionally.
Yeah.
And therefore is not that strong.
Yeah. I think the power of storytelling in a very authentic way is like what every brand is aspiring to do. So that's like the key to unlock, that connection, emotional connection with the consumer. So let's talk about, I mean, you mentioned a little bit, but like what's next? Yeah, what's exciting you of any upcoming cultural events that you potentially might be working on, or just as a consumer that you're interested in?
Yeah. I have a natural passion for what's going to happen in the next 3 months with FIFA World Cup.
It's already. It launched in December. I feel like we're here.
It's picking up. It is incredible, the idea of when we started, how people would talk about this, and now how it's picking up in terms of the growth of awareness and interest. So it is getting every month more exciting. It is getting us to be realizing the size and the scale that this could be. And I think people, they're starting to think about how this is going to really come to life, right? So it's, I am excited to what's going to come, and I hope like everything we prepared, it's going to be executed well. And I think for us, it's going to be maybe the biggest effort we have ever done.
I think it's the most challenging sports event that we're seeing because it's 3 host countries, right? So, and local activations across all of those, languages come into play, different, communities are a part of it. We have more teams than ever participating. Yeah. So it's, as a marketer, it's going to be one of those really challenging moments, but I think there's also a lot of opportunity to what you were saying.
Yeah. It's an interesting fact that the last World Cup that had the biggest audience was here in the United States in 1994.
I did not know that. Okay.
So the expectation for this one is
higher. Yeah.
Because this is a place where it's easier to travel. This is a place that is, we have a lot of structure built. So in 1994, we saw the biggest audience. So we're expecting this one to be the biggest ever.
So exciting. So let's keep on talking about the culture around soccer, because I think a lot of brands are getting stuck on World Cup, but the reality is that soccer is a lot bigger and there's still significant opportunity for the rest. It's like the evergreen strategy, really. So how are you approaching that? What do you think about that?
Yeah. Our engagement with soccer, it hasn't started with FIFA. So we were engaging with soccer from a global level with the brand Lay's, with Champions League. We had engagement with the Leagues Cup from MLS Soccer and FIFA. So for us, soccer is being an area where we see the connection between our consumer target and the culture of soccer. And it's not only the World Cup, it is a engagement that is going to last for years and years.
Yeah. So let's keep on talking about trends, I guess. Are there any cultural or marketing trends right now that you feel passionate about, that excite you, that you're looking forward to maybe like working with?
I think the one thing that it's been on my mind a lot, and I've been going deeper and deeper, is this idea of technology automation. I know we have several cultural moments that they're relevant, but for me as a marketer, I see the marketer of tomorrow being very different than the marketer for today. And for me, the idea of, even when you look years back, your formula of success for marketing will be, having the right consumer target, engaging the right platforms, and coming with a very creative idea that everybody will see. Now, all the fragmentation, all the automation, it makes this environment of marketing a lot more complex. So for me, I've been big into understanding impacts of AI that is not only creative. For example, what's the impact of AI in conversion? There's big impacts of AI in search. So I've been like looking a lot of that, especially in the area of digital commerce more than anything else.
I knew somehow we were going to end up in AI. When I phrased the question, I really thought you were going to answer with like how we are personalizing, obviously, but like using data and platforms, and somehow how then tools like AI allow us to really like use all of this content that we're getting, all this data, and all the serving, supply device that we're able to, and how AI is able to like really lean in and have and find that consumer in faster, better, and unique ways than we have historically. I agree with you. I think the market is significantly changing, and I don't think we could fully see where we're heading yet.
Yeah. We need to become students again, all of us.
Yes.
Go back to become students and in a very fast pace.
Yes. And I feel like we all need younger people working with us all the time, because they have it better than we do. They have a deeper and richer understanding. So we have to be their students right now, which is like a funny.
It's the diversity of the teams that you're bringing along. So you make sure that you have different people thinking differently and with different expertise.
Yeah. So going back to you, I know we talked a little bit about how like a pivotal moment for you was making that jump into the US, right? I think that was what you said. But do you feel like, for example, Brazil market is completely different than the US market, but I mean, a lot of brands are more global now than ever, right? AI, everything, access we have, everybody's more global. So I think your crossover can provide more visibility into a total like approach. Do you think it's helpful?
I think it can have some impact. For example, immigration is a big thing across the globe. And then you have people from, for example, United States, you have 20% Hispanic, almost 7-8% Asian. So you have cultures that they are from different countries that they are being, they're very important here now. And in the past, someone would immigrate and they'll be from a different culture. They would hide that culture. But now what we're seeing is the opposite, is we call the retroculturation. Which is they are making sure they bring that culture back. So I think the idea of, for me personally, being able to see different cultures in my experience in the past, it helps me to be very open to how culturally consumers can be different in this country as well.
Well, thank you so much, Gustavo. This is great.
Thanks for having me, Jessica. It was very good talking to you.